Friends, welcome to another Kick-Ass Friday live workout. And if you are new to this is where we show up every week to push, sweat, and get unstoppable, get stronger together. This is your place to shed fat, burn energy, burn calories, and basically gain energy also from doing those like powerful workouts. Get one step closer to your future stronger and more resilient, more energized self. And this workout is no different in this sense. However, there is a specific theme going around nowadays because finally, even in Finland, it's finally spring and summer is coming. Summer is just around the corner, and the most of you guys and girls have your summer goals to get into some sort of a summer shape or summer ready or whatever that is, and this is very good. As long as you understand the rules of this game. And of course, the best time to commit to your summer shape was last summer, or at least last month. But then the next best time to commit to this endeavor is today, right here, together, during this workout. And let me tell you, reaching your summer shape or any fitness goal for this matter is not about finding some flashy new diet or perfect workout or ideal way of doing this and that. It boils down to consistency always. Consistency always beats everything. It's about stacking your small wins together, one on top of the other, until they compound into some great results. And the easiest way to do that is to come see me every Friday and do this workout with me. This is just no-brainer. I'm waiting for you here every Friday, and we can do it and you get it out of the way. But of course, one workout per week is probably not enough, but that again depends on your goals. And also, let me get this straight again. Some people may start arguing that like exercises do very little for, like, let's say, fat loss. And the most important thing is calorie deficit. And this is kind of right and wrong at the same time. Because while, yes, you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight or in a calorie surplus to gain weight. There is no way around it. This is like well known, and I'm not even spending time arguing about that. But let's imagine you are not exercising and you have just imposed calorie deficit and you got lean, and then you get back to work after summer to your colleagues and they go like, "Oh, Mike, you have lost weight. Are you sick?" So this is what happens when you're not exercising. If you just get like rid of extra fat, then what you're doing is you're not saying your body that you need this extra muscle. You need to keep this muscle. So what happens is that you will inevitably lose muscle along with the fat tissue. So you will lean out, yes, but you will look sick. And this is why we're doing those workouts especially during the lean out phase. It's very beneficial because you're saying your body, I need those muscles, please keep it in place, but burn something else. And of course, yes, calorie deficit, again, is very important. It's crucial for getting to whatever, like up your weight or down weight. But you have to exercise in both situations, and in this sense it's like irrelevant what your actual goal is. you have to impose the proper calorie equation, be aware of how much you're consuming versus how much you're burning, and then also do workouts like this that we're gonna do today to rev up your metabolism, let your body become a fat burning machine which will eliminate all the unnecessary fat on your body and only leave you with those lean muscles to make you the most functional and powerful version of yourself. This is what we are after. And guys, I will start showing today's exercises in a minute, but let me remind you that you can actually ask questions, and I see someone has already started. So if you have any meaningful questions, please put them down in the chat or later in the comments. I will do my best to answer them after the workout. And today we're doing I have another selection of some great exercises for you. And let's start putting the work. So yeah, today of course we have a jump rope as a filler, so we use it in between the exercises to keep our heart rate up, and you can do whatever footwork that you know or learning. That's the best way to do it. Or if you don't have a jump rope or don't know how to jump yet, do something like the simplest form is to, when it says jump rope, go jumping jacks, for example, or go high knees. This is pretty much similar in calorie expenditure and the benefits for your knees, but of course, and your feet, but of course this is much less fun than jumping rope, of course. So the best way to go about it is to get yourself the cheapest rope off of the Amazon. You can buy them as low as $1 or €1 from Amazon. Should not be a problem. But again, don't be discouraged. And if you can't jump, if you have a rope but struggle to get into jumping, go with side swings. So side swings will allow you to learn proper timing and make it, flick on the floor so that you get into the rhythm. That's the first kind of progression to rope jumping. Now we will have a couple powerful exercises today. The first one is gonna be side step cross. Side step cross is a powerful punch. You start at one side of your mat or whatever have you in one side of the room, and you make a side step and you go into this side stance and you do cross. Immediately after that you make another side step to the other side and go across to the other side. So it looks like this. Make the punch powerful, make an effort, let it feel like work. It shouldn't be messing around. Put some energy in. This exercise feels fantastic, by the way. It's very energetic, and you can let some steam out in the moment. And then we're having knee to the face. And knee to the face is basically a powerful variation of a standing knee drive crunch. And it goes like this. So you stand shoulder width apart and you raise your hands. Using your hands is important in this exercise for extra calorie burn and extra mobility. So you go you raise your hands and then you go crunch. You raise your knee, and the goal is to contract your abdominals very powerfully, as if you are doing this knee to the face kick. and then you immediately turn to the other side. So we are doing this kind of diagonally to exercise in a bit of this transverse plane as well. And this side step cross is also an exercise in this transverse rotational plane of motion. So we are hitting all planes of motion in this workout, which is incredibly important, and this is what we do every single workout. So then you turn to the other side and do this exact knee to the face motion to the other side. And you can go as intense or as slow as you want with this, but again, make sure you are contracting your abs maximally, and it should feel like work. It should be a maximum contraction. You may go on a ball of your feet on your standing foot to reach even higher to the air, but make sure you also use your hands for extra calorie expenditure, and make sure that we're hitting our hands as well. We're making them work. And then the third exercise is gonna be military plank. And military plank is basically switching from this high plank to elbow plank and back. And again, you can go as intense or as slow as you want. And if you can't do that, the modification would be to do it from your knees. This is one easier way to start with this exercise. Go do it from your knees, or try another one, which is you can do shoulder taps instead of it if it feels better. So it's basically alternating shoulder taps, and in both of those variations, make sure when you go up and down, make sure to engage your core. Again, make it as stable as possible, and so that your hips are not, all over the place, are not wiggling around. So your trunk should stay upright and in a single line, and you are basically, this is counter-rotational strength. You are counteracting the rotations, the gravity basically, and this exercise builds tremendous core stability while also giving a bit of an extra pump to your triceps and to your chest, which are of course very important for martial arts and boxing. So this is basically it, and let's put in this work. Let's start sweating. Let me open the window a little bit to let in some fresh air. I will put the music on, and let's go.
Get ready.
Get ready. Yes, we're online.
Jump rope.
Go slow in the beginning if you need to, and if you haven't jumped rope barefoot, give it a try. That feels incredibly liberating, and you may just love it as much as I do, because it's the easiest way to learn proper foot placement with the jump rope. Any type of shoes, including minimal shoes, will impede this process, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. You will still learn, but slower. A bit tricky to do outside, but still.
Side step cross.
Side step cross. Rest means grab your rope, because there's not much more you can do in 15 seconds.
Jump rope.
If you mess it up, come back up, no problem. I mess it up all the time, it doesn't matter. The only person who doesn't mess up is the one who doesn't do anything. I have to shorten this thing up a bit. Military plank next.
Military flank.
Challenge yourself to stay as straight as possible. No sagging hips. Core is braced all the time.
Rest. Jump rope.
Use the music as your guide. That's very easy way to randomize your intensity. If the music is slow, go a bit slower. And if it's fast, go faster. What do we have next? Yeah. Standing knee drive. Knee to face.
Rest.
Whew. Can totally feel it. One more jump rope round and longer rest.
Jump rope.
If it's faster, go faster. Bigger rest. Don't forget to hydrate yourself. Rest doesn't mean crash on a couch. Rest means stop jumping, but still challenge yourself to move around. That will allow you to keep your heart rate up to some reasonable degree while still having some kind of a breather.
Jump rope.
If you know a couple footwork patterns, fun challenge is to switch them exactly when the music changes kind of direction. That way it kind of randomizes the entire experience and you will never get bored again, really. Whew.
Side step cross.
Side step cross. Make it powerful. Put the work in.
Rest. Jump rope.
When the music is slow, just go slower. Give yourself kind of a break. And with any music, you can jump on every beat or on every second beat and still get into the exactly the same rhythm. So it's up to you. Box or skip.
Rest.
Classic boxing footwork. Military plank.
Military plank.
You can do also shoulder taps. And shoulder tap is a progression towards one arm push-up. It builds this entire rotational strength needed to execute a single arm push-up perfectly. Before you master shoulder taps, don't even attempt this single one push-up because it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna look ugly.
Rest.
And it doesn't give you anything really. This is again one other thing where you use progressions
Jump rope.
to reach your ultimate goal. And again, with any fitness goal, consistency always beats everything else, even intensity. It's much wiser to do one workout per day, just 10 minutes, instead of doing 1 hour once per week.
Rest.
Because by showing up consistently, you're actually training your brain for success. You're building this momentum, this streak of wins,
Knee to face.
and become unstoppable eventually. Bring the energy.
Rest.
Sweating like crazy. And this is set number 2. One more to go.
Jump rope. Rest.
Whew. 1 minute rest. Have a sip of water, but don't lie down, don't sit down. The closest you can get to the proper rest is by squatting into the Asian squat. If you guys are enjoying the content, we have a series of Q&A streams coming. So, and this time the theme is gonna be getting into summer shape. So not to miss that, consider subscribing.
Jump rope.
And of course, notifications have to be enabled so that you get notified about the upcoming streams and other workouts. But this Friday workout is something we do every week. So you may count on it at exactly the same time on Friday come meet me here.
Rest.
Last set.
Side step cross. Rest. Jump rope.
If you get tired, drop down the pace or go entirely into side swings, for example. This allows you to get the intensity down without actually stopping. And then you can go back into jumping as soon as you get a couple extra breaths.
Rest.
This rope is longer than my typical length, so I keep making it shorter as we speak.
Military flag.
This is our last plank, so I will go a bit more intense this time. So after a couple of these, I will go into the star plank and keep it for the rest of the round. Right about now. If you want an extra challenge, follow me.
Rest.
Doing good.
Jump rope.
Now it's faster. Go faster. Don't forget to have fun. If workout is not fun, in my opinion, there is no way you're gonna stick to it.
Rest.
If you mess it up, just whatever. Do whatever you need to get back into the flow.
Knee to face.
Last round of kicks. Squeeze your abs hard. Last round of jump rope. Give it all you got. Finish strong.
Jump rope.
Don't stop. It's not time yet. Give it all you got. Woo! Woo! We did it, people. Yeah, that was awesome. That's fantastic. Fantastic, guys. As you can see, I am totally drenched in sweat, literally dripping it, but happy and energized. This is how you should aim to feel after those workouts. That means you have put in the energy, but you also got a lot of energy back. And the goal here is not to exhaust yourself, but get into this unstoppable, energized mood, which will carry over into the rest of the activities you're gonna have today. And not to mention this calorie burn that have just happened and the one that will continue happening during the rest of the day. And so basically there is a lot of carryover into the rest of your day. So you pretty much already have managed to squeeze a lot of work. And for like 90% of people, regular people like you and me, it's enough for the day or even for 2 days, depending on your fitness goals. So yeah, thank yourself for showing up, for making this one extra step towards the stronger, leaner, more energized future self. Okay, so let me now grab the laptop and see if you have put any meaningful questions into the chat. Let's see. Yeah, diet. In a minute. Yeah, guys, hi to everyone. A lot of people saying hi. Yeah, Sigma Hawk. Mahawk is something that I am not controlling. This is something just happens on my head. I have no control over that, guys, except for just, you know, cutting it off. Now, diet. Yeah, let's talk diet for a while, because this is the only meaningful question. So, first of all, guys, if you're enjoying this type of content, consider subscribing and hit the bell, because it's literally like days away. I have finished writing a kind of a book, or more like an actionable fitness guide for all our community, and it's gonna become available in the next couple days. So literally, there is solid science-backed advice on exercising and nutrition, which also covers this topic. That's like, what's my diet? All the principles I have put into that fitness guide, and it will basically give you this higher level framework of how to go about constructing your own diet. Because the biggest point here is that if I tell you my diet, and I will eventually, well, let's make this promise that in the next, let's say, 2 weeks, I will release a video with a full kind of how to think about proper diet, how to construct your own diet based on what I eat in a day. Let's do it. But all in all, learning how, like, what I'm eating in a day makes very little difference for you, because if I tell you like I eat only cottage cheese, what does that say to you? You may say like, I don't like cottage cheese. Well, the answer shouldn't be like too bad for you because I only eat cottage cheese and this is the only thing you should eat. This is not the case, people. You have to take some solid science-backed advice on how to construct your own diet and then make so that you can stick to it actually, because this is the only way I know to make it sustainable for you. Because not a single person in this world who is stays lean and sharp year-round, none of those guys and girls, none of them are on a diet. They have just developed their own very unique type of like approach to nutrition and how to go about it every day. So they just, well, they don't make any decisions basically. Same is true for myself. So you have to get the like guesswork out of this equation. You have to just know what's your approach to nutrition. And this is what we will start like learning from this guide that I'm gonna release and from the future videos. But all in all, if you want one single advice about nutrition, the biggest differentiating factor would be eat more protein. So if you want to make one single change and see how it comes up, just add protein, and by adding more protein, that will make you remove something else, and that something else is, I guess, not protein. So by eating more protein, you are eating less fat and less carbs, and that will, we know from the recent research that just eating more protein by itself, even without any exercises, promotes muscle building, promotes muscle growth. So this is at least one big reason to eat more protein, introduce more protein into your diet. And by protein, I don't necessarily mean meat, because meat is like the default, but I suggest meat is also kind of a bit fatty, more like fattier than other options. So look into something like lean fish, dairy products, fermented dairy like cottage cheese and all that good stuff. And for vegans and vegetarians like tofu, tempeh, all that kind of low fat, high protein stuff. And don't be afraid of those carbs if you are coming to this type of workouts where you burn them all off and it doesn't really matter much. But anyway, if your goal is to lose weight or like intentionally, strategically get more lean muscle, like gain weight, but not any weight, but gain muscle, then of course consider counting your calories, at least figuring out the ballpark of how much you eat, so that you can actually make sure that you are on the right track with your nutrition. And then also like get more protein from good sources on top of this awareness about your all in all calorie in, calorie out equation. So those are the two things that will change the game for you like forever. More protein and count your calories, or at least research, track them for like 1 week and see how many calories do you consume. And then you can, there are countless of those like calculators which can like give you an idea of how many calories you should actually eat. So this is quick and dirty advice on nutrition. And like I said, don't miss the fitness guide that is going to be published in the next couple days. So Yeah, that will give you much more and much more in-depth answers to this question. Let's see if something else is in the chat. Yeah, I guess this is it for today, guys. Again, thank you for being very supportive community to myself and to each other. Most importantly, this friendship that we are building around this Full Stack Fitness channel, you can't money can't buy it. So thank you all, guys. Thanks for all the love you're sending my way, and you're hopefully enjoying those. If not, I will learn this soon enough. But I really enjoy doing this for you, and see you next Friday. I will make sure to pick a couple new energetic and powerful exercises so we can go let some steam out together. Okay, until the next time, thank you people. Thanks for your support. See you.